wow, I just started. Okay, not to clap yet. All right. So as Sandra was saying, March 11th, Pinellas, Florida, which is a city in Florida, will be holding a special election for the empty congressional seat of the late Republican Congressman Bill Young. He died, so there's an empty seat, so we have to fill it. So who are our candidates? We have Democratic candidate Alex Sink, who is a woman. She is a businesswoman and current Florida's chief financial officer. The main premise of Sink's campaign include bringing Republicans and Democrats together to end the gridlock, like all the dysfunctioning in Washington, and focusing on the challenges that kind of matter most to South Florida families, such as growing our economy, veteran rights, protecting Social Security, and Medicare. Alex Sink is like freaking awesome, and she has already founded a nonprofit called Florida Next Foundation, and basically empowers young people and small businesses to, well, create jobs and start new businesses and start up. So let's get right down to it. Besides working to combat the gridlock, what exactly does Sink want to do? Near the top of Sink's agenda is working to stop the rapidly escalating flood insurance rates. Remember, Florida is flat, it rains, it floods, it's a big shitstorm, so we have to have these things. Yeah, I know, I forget sometimes, and I'm from there, so. Pinellas homeowners have already paid 8 times more into the flood insurance program than they have cashed out of, and that has already been claimed. Sink plans to work within Congress to stop the rate spike and instruct FEMA to complete the affordability study that has already been promised and pass new flood insurance legislation that protects Florida's businesses and families. Sink also plans on bringing Republicans and Democrats together to end the gridlock that has created economic uncertainty and pain so that local businesses can thrive. There are a lot of local businesses in Pinellas, Florida. Alex also supports Social Security and Medicare benefits. Yay! Alex Sink is also committed to protecting the beaches, expanding land preservation, and improving water quality. Yay, water! So in case you're not convinced yet, let's talk about Sink's opponent, Republican David Jolly. There's not a lot of jolly things about him. All right, so that was a wonderful pun. Don't facepalm, I saw that. So, on the real, Jolly lobbied on Social Security reform for a client that supported privatizing Social Security. So just by way of information, privatizing Social Security is extremely risky because there's a possibility that individuals, if they make a wrong investment, they lose all of their retirement safety because of these bad investments. In 2009, 41% of retired individuals in the United States depended on Social Security for 90% of their income. That's a lot, just to kind of put into perspective. Last night there was a debate, second of 3, and Sink said that it doesn't make sense to penalize young people from having a fair shot at a job once they graduate because they were brought here illegally. The topic is immigration at the moment. And Jolly responded that it's not fair to grant a pathway to citizenship for people who entered the country illegally when some who came here legally just don't have that option. What the hell, right? Jolly personally, quote unquote, this is from an article from the Tampa Bay Times, personally opposes paycheck fairness. Jolly says humans have had no dramatic impact on climate change, and he called policies meant to stem climate change reactionary global warming public policy. This was in January of this year. Jolly opposes raising the minimum wage, and he has previously said that he does not think that minimum wage actually needs to be increased. I'll let that simmer for a second. And he also supported repealing Obamacare in totality, which, as we've seen a pattern, really has no other proposal for replacing it. He just wants to repeal it. Let's just do away with it. I have no other ideas. And here's a real winner. Jolly supports overturning Roe v. Wade. Yeah, just letting that sink in for 2 seconds there. Jolly lobbied to expand drilling off Florida's coast. And just to seal it off with a cherry, Jolly is backed by a group that opposes abortion in cases of rape and incest. So what do we say? We don't let this guy into Congress, right? Yeah! Go Jolly! Alright, so what can you do to prevent that? As Sejal mentioned earlier, Tuesday, March 4th and 6th, that was for dramatic effect, totally planned. Tuesday and Thursday, March 4th and 6th, between 6 and 8, we're going to be having phone banks to make sure that Sink makes it to the Hill and Jolly doesn't. So please join us. We will be sending you information via Facebook. We'll spam your news feeds and your inboxes with information about this. It's from 6 to 8. Really hope you can join us. Please see Lucy or I, and we can get your email down if you're interested in coming. I really hope to see you there because there's nothing jolly about Jolly. All right, thanks.